I was about to go to fucking bed. A friend of mine wanted to talk. Got tarot cards. My other friend wanted to talk. It's talking and talking and talking. It's so fucking tired. I came out to go smoke a cigarette and I started seeing all this scary shit in my head. I come from the belief that if you see it in your head, it's real. People always say, like, they talk about dimensions, and I think people have a hard time grasping the concept of what dimensions are. And it's something I put a lot of thought into recently, and I realized that dimensions and higher dimensional thinking, it's all just fucking in your head. But because it's in your head doesn't mean it doesn't exist, just because it doesn't exist here. Like right now, there's some scary shit standing around me. You know why I know? Because it's fucking, I can see it in my head. I don't know if that's normal. Scary shit, like monstery looking things that I don't like looking at. I can't see them with my eyes, but I can see them in my head. That's weird. But I think that's kind of what the concept is. At least that's what it is in my perspective. Why does it have to be yours? I see poisonous stuff I don't like seeing in my head sometimes. Really at night, I get fucking freaked out at night. I don't like the dark. I fucking hate it. I always did. Always feels like there's someone standing behind you. Is there? I hope not. Fucking really hope not. Freaks me out. I get chills. Like right now, I'm all chilled. I feel chills running up my legs, my fucking arms. Used to be fucking afraid of the dark. Yeah, I still kind of am. Not so much anymore. Well, it comes and goes. Depends how open I'm feeling. This just happened to be one of those nights. I haven't had one in a while. It's like there's something following me. Something gnarly in my head. I can see it. It's spooky looking, making scary faces, trying to make me scared. Seeing shit like that, because I know it's not there. It's in my head. It's in my head for a reason. Probably because I gotta overcome something. This is why I feel so fucking low today. I don't feel very enlightened, I guess. Usually I say smart stuff and make really cool connections, but today I just feel very base. I feel very yuck. Like regular people feel stupid concerns bothering me that don't normally, because I know that they're not really concerns at all, because I know they're make-believe. For instance, what? Going back to a what's the word I'm looking for? Falling. But it's only a temporary setback. I have days like that where I just don't feel like I'm fucking like I'm progressing in any way, shape, or form. Not just mentally, but or consciously. I mean, like, or maybe that's exactly what I mean. Consciously speaking, I can relate things and see things differently, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes it's like an up and down. Think of it like a thermometer. Imagine a thermometer that measured consciousness. It goes up and down and up and down and up and down. It's constantly going up and fucking down and up and down and up and down. Sometimes you feel like not very annoying. Sometimes you feel not regular, I guess is the way I would put it. Not like everyone else. Think differently. Being around people all the time, you see how people think. People like they dwell on things, relationships, and money, and mostly money, all the fucking time with money. Fucking Christ, people love money. Me, what I do, a lot of my time is not focused on things like that. Well, I try not to, but it's like I think more in terms of the future, where I want to be, where I want to go, what I want to do, how I get there, what I have to, and how I have to think about to get there to those places. Some of them physical places, some of them places I want to go, I want to see, I want to touch, I want to experience. Other places are more metaphysical, I suppose the word would be. Concepts. Like to conceptualize things. It's an example of that. I guess it's not a good way of putting it. Yeah, I'm really fucking tired. I can't think. Not that I can't think, it's... don't know if I really feel like it right now. Got things on my mind. Like what? What's on your mind? People. Their thoughts. Sometimes I feel like people's thoughts invade my mind. And in a way, if you go back to what I was saying about how what you think is real may not be physically real, but it's real, makes you wonder if these thoughts that invade my mind are all mine, or if they really are someone else's. I wonder that a lot. And why the fuck not? It's a cool fucking concept. If I'm imagining that someone is thinking a certain way, why would I think I'm wrong? What would say that I'm wrong? You know? For instance, if I think someone is thinking of me, because I do believe that when you think of someone, a friend of mine said this once, I think I mentioned this before, past videos, that when you think of someone, they're thinking of you. Or at the very least, it's your soul, if you want to call it that. Souls conspiring for some reason or another. Which would be good and bad in a couple senses, because I'm thinking of people that I like thinking about, but I also think about people that I don't like thinking about. People from the past, like the far past, far back. Makes you wonder. Those people are gonna like pop up, because that happens. It's like, look at hell. It's like when you think of someone right before they call. It gets weirder than that, because sometimes they pop up in your life. That happens a lot for me. I think it happens for everybody. I pay attention to it. I try to make notes and what? Oh, that's weird. Nothing from outside. It was just, I don't know. I just had this weird thought of someone. is really weird. It's not weird. I don't think it's weird. I just say weird because it's a comfortable word. It's a familiar word with people. Weird. You can say weird, and some you can say the word weird, and you'll know that someone's about to talk about some shit that's not normally categorized in the regular category. Is it normal? Normal. What? I have to go reflect on this for a bit. My dreams tell me things, just like yours do. But I read dreams. I take the time to figure out what everything means, because dreams are not as literal as you think sometimes. Like having a dream about gay Patrick Stewart talking to you about acting doesn't necessarily have to do with acting. In my case, it didn't. It was to inspire me to start doing this. So it's interesting to see what they say sometimes. For instance, what the fuck happened? What did I dream about the other day? Woman. Something. Some foreign woman. Some woman didn't know that was trying to bring me. Oh, that's right, Russian women. I got a thing for Russian women. It was a hot air balloon. I don't know, it was really fucking weird. Went on a hot air balloon trip. Race, I think it was. She was taking me away. She was holding on to me, hoping we get my footing during our little travel. And then once we got to the end, she let me go. Almost as if to stand on my own feet. I still haven't figured out what that. Well, no, that's not true. I do kind of get what that was going. When I woke up, it was like almost a. I've been feeling lately like I need to leave where I'm at and go places and be in different areas, physically, mentally, and it's like, is it a woman that I think is going to help me, or is it the feminine aspect of the consciousness, which is something I haven't really gotten into yet, but it would make more sense if I had an explanation for it. So if you look at consciousness, how do I explain this properly? So consciousness comes in two flavors. It comes in masculine and it comes in the feminine, and the joining of the two is where we get enlightenment from. The masculine aspect of the consciousness is what I consider to be the ego, not the ego like an inflated ego type of thing. I mean ego as in what's attached to the physical world, the physical body. This is all ego. I love my jacket, I love my rings, my nose. I love my nose, my rings. I just said that, but that's what I mean. That's what I mean by ego. And then the feminine aspect is what is connected to the spiritual or non-physical aspects of reality. And when you can consciously tap into both aspects of the consciousness is where you gain enlightenment from. The more that you practice, the more that you let go of physical things, egoic attachment, the more connected to the spiritual realm you become. And that's what I mean when I say the two aspects of the mind. So if I talk about the ego and the creative mind, I call it creative because I don't know what else to call it. Intuitive, some people call it. That's what I'm talking about. It's a realm of the esoteric sciences that gets touched on lightly, but I don't think that the actual science behind it is given the credit that it really deserves, because it's actually really fascinating when you look into it and study it and practice it and start to notice the changes in yourself by embracing these concepts, which are completely alien to what most of us know, because they're not taught. They're not taught. And how did I learn about them? I don't know. Just it's a long story. It's a long, interesting story that started unconsciously, subconsciously, unconsciously. I had a lot of weird fucking experiences that kind of woke me up to new ways of thinking. And the more that I experimented with them to see how far I can push them, if they really meant something other than just weird shit that was in my head, the more that they made sense. That's hard to explain. I don't think I'm doing a proper job of explaining those thoughts. But I'll do that another day. Because I really want to go to bed. I think it's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, and I gotta work on my sleeping habits, which I'm not doing a very good job at. So, that's it.